Julia Grabher was born on July 2, 1996, in the picturesque city of Dornbirn, located in the westernmost region of Austria, near the borders of Switzerland and Germany. From an early age, Grabher was drawn to sports, and tennis quickly became her passion. Growing up in a family that valued physical activity, Julia's parents encouraged her to pursue a range of sports, but tennis became the central focus of her athletic endeavors. Her journey into competitive tennis began when she was just 6 years old, and from that moment, her natural athleticism and drive were evident. Raised in a region known for its natural beauty and outdoor activities, Julia spent much of her youth training at local tennis clubs. As she honed her skills, her love for the sport grew, and by her teenage years, she was playing in local and regional tournaments. Early on, Julia showed a remarkable ability to stay composed on the court, an essential quality for excelling at competitive levels. At the age of 13, Julia Grabher made the decision to focus entirely on tennis, forgoing other sports in favor of fully dedicating herself to the game. This decision marked the beginning of her rise through the tennis ranks. Training with coaches in her native Austria, she developed a well-rounded game that blended solid ground strokes, agility, and mental toughness. As a teenager, Grabher quickly ascended the junior tennis ranks, competing in European tournaments and regularly finishing among the top players in her age group. Transition to professional tennis. Julia Grabher turned professional at the age of 17, with aspirations to make her mark on the WTA Tour. Her early years as a professional were defined by steady progression through the ITF Women's Circuit, where she participated in lower-tier events. These competitions allowed her to gain valuable experience, sharpen her skills, and adjust to the rigors of traveling and competing on a global stage. In her early years, Grabher was known for her versatility on the court. Her serve and forehand, both key elements of her game, began to develop into formidable weapons. Despite the challenges of transitioning from the junior circuit to the senior level, Julia's relentless drive to improve and her focused approach to training allowed her to make steady progress on the ITF circuit. Her early successes included advancing to the later stages of several ITF tournaments, as well as breaking into the top 200 of the WTA singles rankings by 2016. In 2017, Grabher made her Grand Slam debut in the qualifications for the Australian Open, a major milestone in her career. Although she did not qualify for the main draw, the experience was invaluable, and it gave her the confidence to continue pushing forward. The exposure to high-level tennis motivated her to continue refining her game, and in 2018, she gained a notable victory by reaching the second round of the French Open qualifications. These small but significant steps set the stage for a larger breakthrough, career peak breakthrough and steady rise. Julia Grabher's breakthrough moment came in 2019 when she secured her first ITF singles title in Italy. This victory marked a turning point in her career, as it was the first tangible result of her hard work paying off at the professional level. With her newfound confidence and momentum, Grabher continued to improve, progressing in both singles and doubles events. By 2020, she had firmly established herself as a rising star on the WTA Tour. In 2020, Grabher made history by becoming the first Austrian woman to qualify for the main draw of the US Open in over a decade. This achievement was a testament to her growing talent and resilience. Although she didn't make it past the first round in her US Open debut, the experience of playing in one of the world's most prestigious tennis tournaments further raised her profile in the tennis world. The success at the US Open proved that she could compete on the sport's biggest stage, and it marked the beginning of a new chapter in her career. Her performances in 2020 were impressive, and by the end of the year, she had reached a career-high ranking of No. 133 in the WTA singles rankings. Her consistently strong performances in WTA and ITF tournaments allowed her to steadily climb the rankings, and she began to make a name for herself as a player to watch in women's tennis. During this period, Grabher's powerful baseline game, combined with her mental toughness, made her a difficult opponent on the court. Main achievements and recognition. Grabher's career continued to build in 2021 when she achieved further success on the WTA Tour. One of her most notable achievements was her performance at the 2021 Australian Open, where she qualified for the main draw of a Grand Slam for the second time in her career. This time, she made a strong impression, reaching the second round of the tournament before being eliminated. Her ability to compete against higher-ranked players was clear, and her performances at these prestigious events marked a significant milestone in her career. In addition to her Grand Slam appearances, Grabher's success on the WTA Challenger circuit also continued to drive her forward. She claimed several notable wins in lower-tier events, including a semi-final appearance at the WTA 125K tournament in Indian Wells. These achievements allowed her to consistently maintain her place in the WTA Top 150, and in 2021, she achieved a career-high singles ranking of number 124. Grabher's doubles career has also seen success. She has earned several doubles titles on the ITF circuit, developing into a reliable doubles player in addition to her singles play. Her well-rounded game and adaptability to different formats of the sport have contributed to her steady progress and increased her versatility as a player. Despite the challenges posed by the global pandemic in 2020 and 2021, Grabher's consistency and perseverance allowed her to navigate through the uncertainties of the tennis world. As one of Austria's top female players, she attracted attention not only for her talent but also for her professionalism and commitment to the sport. The tennis community began to view her as a potential future star in women's tennis, with her steadily improving rankings and strong performances on the court. Injury setbacks and mental toughness. As is the case for many athletes, injuries became a challenge for Julia Grabher in the later stages of her career. A series of minor injuries, combined with the intense travel schedule of a professional tennis player, temporarily slowed her progress. However, Julia's resilience and mental fortitude were key factors in her ability to recover and push through the setbacks. In 2022, Grabher was forced to take some time off from the sport due to injury concerns, but she returned to competition with the same drive that had characterized her career from the start. Despite the interruptions caused by physical issues, Grabher showed remarkable determination to continue pursuing her goals and return to the top levels of the game. Her experience with injuries further solidified her mental toughness and served as a reminder of the physical and emotional challenges that professional tennis players often face. Throughout these challenging times, Grabher remained focused on her long-term goals, continually working to improve her physical and mental preparation for the demands of the tour. Later years and ongoing career. As of 2023, Julia Grabher continued to compete on the WTA Tour and maintained her place in the top 150 rankings. Although she had not yet achieved a breakthrough into the upper echelon of women's tennis, her continued participation in WTA events and her consistent results in lower-tier tournaments demonstrated that she still had the potential to climb the rankings. Grabher's steady improvement and her ability to compete against higher-ranked players suggest that her best years may still be ahead of her. She remains committed to continuing her career, working with coaches to further refine her game and striving for her goal of breaking into the WTA Top 100. Her experience, combined with her natural athleticism, serves as the foundation for a promising future in the sport. Legacy and conclusion. Julia Grabher's career thus far has been defined by steady progress, resilience, and a dedication to improving her game. From her early days in Austria to her emergence as one of the country's top female tennis players, Grabher has shown that with hard work and determination, anything is possible. While her career has faced obstacles, including injuries and challenges in reaching the upper ranks of women's tennis, her perseverance and mental toughness have allowed her to continue pursuing her goals. As her career continues to evolve, Grabher remains focused on her aspirations of reaching the upper echelons of women's tennis and winning major titles. Fans and analysts alike will be watching closely as she continues to push forward, building on the foundation she has laid in the years to come.